To make a long story short, I'm going to explain this in 1 New York minute. President Biden has a daughter named Ashley. He also has a son named Hunter. His daughter Ashley had a diary. Tipsters alerted us to the existence of this diary. Eventually, Project Veritas said, that's interesting. We didn't think that it was stolen. It appeared to have not been, but even if it was stolen, that's not our problem. We have a right as journalists to publish information that someone gives to us. That's established Supreme Court precedent. It appeared to have been abandoned at the time at some house that Ashley was staying at in Florida. So I looked into it, and this diary had some allegations about the father, but it could have been a forgery. So I called Ashley for comment. I called Biden for comment, and a strange thing happened. Ashley Biden's lawyer forwarded our request for comment to the FBI. I know that because she accidentally CC'd us on that communication. Go get those guys. Go get those mother effers, right? Right? Imagine that. They forwarded a request for comment to the FBI. They actually did that in the United States of America. It turns out there's some type of relationship between Ashley Biden's lawyer, Kaplan is her name, and the U.S. Attorney in the Southern District of New York. It's funny how that works. I would later testify about this, and I intend to testify about all this in Congress. So, unbeknownst to me, this will take me 1 more minute. Unbeknownst to me at the time, this is October 2020, 1 month before the election of Joe Biden. I did not know that they were doing this at the time, because they did so secretly. They got secret warrants, something called a 2704, 2705 warrant. They went to Microsoft, they went to Apple, they went to Google, and they got all of our communications going back 2 years. They demanded Google give Gmail information from not only me and my reporters, but my security detail. For stuff 9 months even before I ever got wind of the existence of a diary. They went to Uber, we believe they went to Salesforce, and they got everything. They went to, they raided and pillaged journalist source material, which is something so unprecedented in these United States that the ACLU and the Reporters Committee, both left-leaning, came to our defense. The ACLU is defending Project Veritas. They're like, whoa, this is crazy. I mean, Ed Snowden, he's not a journalist. Julian Assange, he's not an American citizen. This has never happened before. I did not know that this was happening at the time because no one told me. But then, on November 5th, November 3rd, 2021, 1 year later, my colleagues get a pounding on their door. And it's a really massive pounding. It's the most terrifying pounding. It's not like a bang or a knock. It's a boom, 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 boom. And when you hear that sound, it is unlike any sound you'll ever hear in your life because you just know that it's the feds. It's at 6 a.m. on the dot. You could have been 5:59. And it's pitch black, and you sprung up from your bed, and you run to your door, and the first thing you think is, I'm going to open this door because they're going to bash my door in if I don't open this door, and I don't want my door bashed in, but if I open the door, are they going to shoot me? Because you can't see anything. So I say, I'm opening the door now, and I open the door, and I swing, and I'm not really wearing any clothes, I'm in my PJs, and there's 10 agents with flashlights and guns, and they're saying, turn around, and we actually obtained a video of not my raid, but my colleague's raid.
I'm sorry, so what is this regarding? The third floor. Open up.
And they put you in handcuffs. And the first thing I'm thinking is, what on earth is this about? And I think it's true that when you're an innocent man, it's actually more terrifying than when you've done something illegal. Because when you're innocent, you think, this is Kafkaesque. I mean, are they putting cocaine in my home? Are they putting child porn on what is going on? You can't even begin to describe the feeling. of this psychological rape, of them pillaging your apartment and putting things up and moving things around. If you have a loved one, they put her in handcuffs. And they put them out on the lawn or in the hallway to humiliate you, right? That's what this is designed to do, right? Scare you. So that you can be afraid and people can ask you about it and pity you. And I'm not going to lie to you. It was terrifying. I did not think that growing up in my country that this would, I would never, I was too naive, I was too idealistic. I pledge allegiance to the flag. I believe in the separation of powers. I believe in the First Amendment so much that I don't think men would do that to journalists and live with themselves. Is it the pension? They don't make that much money. And to make this even more Kafkaesque, the Justice Department actually put out a memo before and after my raid saying that it's illegal, it's wrong for the Justice Department to execute warrants against journalists. And the ACLU has come to our defense. But I want to then now go to the most amazing, most powerful, optimistic ending ever. That after this happened, one of these FBI agents blew the whistle on the FBI and came forward to Project Veritas. And this is what they said.
Project Veritas appears to be a victim of political undertakings, which is where this agency is going.
Well, what do you hope comes from your endeavor to be here and say all this?
I would hope that we could end up with a nonpartisan law enforcement agency in this country that's not doing things that seem to be inappropriate. Just you doing the job that you're told, following those orders. This is the good German concept in Nuremberg, to maintain your paycheck and your pension. What gives you the Holocaust? It's government employees sticking it out for 2 more years with something they don't believe in at this point because they know it's wrong. Cannot have partisan investigations and using a piece of the executive branch as a weapon. Pursuit should be for truth. Very similar to what your organization stands for in name.
The pursuit should be for the truth. This agent, this individual, leaked to us a document inside the FBI computer saying that we are indeed news media. The FBI computer called us news media, and the Attorney General says you can't raid news media. It's obviously, it's a circular reasoning. Raid the sources, and there's no amount of restitution that the government can now give me because they have all my emails. And you know what's in those? Not always mine, sometimes my reporters, the names of sources, the identity of sources. And what's amazing is that as a result of what this individual did, that federal whistleblower I showed you at the beginning of this speech, Tara was inspired by what he did, and she has now come forward last week. And as a result of what Tara did, we got 3 more people coming forward, including another one next week on stage with me from one of these federal agencies. And another begets another. I cannot philosophize courage. I can't tell people to do this. They have to watch somebody else do it, and then they do it themselves. And that's the mission of Project Veritas. I believe that no force against the truth can prosper. No external force against us can prosper. The only way that Project Veritas can be stopped is if we ourselves stop ourselves from doing the work that we're doing. So thank you all. I appreciate being here and happy to take any questions.